I just dropped my Peace Lily upside down, trying to like angle it in the shot perfectly. It's lost about 3 or 4 massive leaves, so I'm not okay. Welcome to another full face try on review of SheGlam makeup. SheGlam is the makeup brand that is sold on Shein.com, which Shein holds a special place in my heart. Shein's just the best. It's got literally everything that you could possibly need. So I have done one of these videos before. I will go ahead and link that one in an iCard up the top. I was obsessed with that video and I loved filming it. So I thought that I would sit down and do it again. I loved every single product last time, so I had high hopes this time around. So if you do like full face first impression videos, then definitely make sure to give this one a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel right down below if you haven't already, and I guess that's all I have to say for this intro. So the very first thing that I'm going to be going in with is primer. So this is the SheGlam Birthday Skin Primer in Soothing Rose, I think. Like, this is a bit of a joke. Like, it comes with a spatula. I can't. I love filming these Shein makeup videos because I just am obsessed with their makeup. Like the quality, the packaging. I've never, ever bought a makeup product that looks as fancy as this. But taking off the lid, it does have one of those little protector plastic. Oh my God. Even the color of this product is bougie. Oh my God, I'm so excited. My expectations are extremely high. All right, I'm gonna go in with a little spatula. Whoa, it is so buttery. That's smoother than the butter that I got in my fridge, let me tell you that much. So I just picked a little bit up on the spatula, and I think what I'm gonna do is just like do that. Oh my God, this is so weird. Like, I feel like I'm putting on a face mask. I'm just gonna blend it in with my fingers. I don't normally use a face primer. Like, my everyday primer is more of a pore filling one. It feels very smooth, more like a moisturizer, and it's not very tacky. Hopefully it just creates like a nice smooth base. So first impressions on the primer, I feel like it's given my skin like a nice smooth base. It is very dewy. I don't know if you can tell. It's like a little bit tacky. We'll see how it lasts throughout the rest of the day. And I also only use like the tiniest bit of that. Like a little tiny bit goes a long way. And this jar is massive. So moving along, the next product is foundation. If you did watch my previous Shein full face of first impressions, then you would have seen the foundation that I shared with you in that video. That foundation was a matte formula and it was amazing. I absolutely loved it. So I decided to pick up the exact same foundation, but this is in a hydrating formula. I just wanted to try something different. So once again, the packaging of this foundation is exactly the same as the last one, but this one is in a creamy beigey type of color. She's stunning. Like, the packaging, man, comes in the velvet pouch, the same as the last foundation. I love the fact that they're 2 different colors, so that if you do own both, like I do now, and you have a makeup collection full of different foundations, you can easily distinguish which one is which, and it's easier to just grab it out, and you don't have to like look at the bottle and, you know, put on your reading glasses to see which one is which. So the shade that I decided to go with this time is the shade Sand, because my last shade was very, very orangey yellow. So I decided to go down a shade, I think. Don't quote me, I'm pretty sure this is like 1 or 2 shades down. So yeah, we're gonna see if this one matches. Once again, packaging amazing. It's got the gold lid, it's got the matte glass bottle, it's got a pump. What am I gonna do? I think I'm just gonna put it on here. Ooh, I feel like this is gonna be a good shade. Ooh, she might even be a bit light. Maybe? I hope not. All right, so this is like 1.5, 2 pumps. I'm able to spread it out pretty much all the way over half of my whole entire face. It's definitely not as full coverage as the matte one. I'd say that this one is like a medium to full, whereas the matte one is like extremely full coverage. So if you're looking for something a little bit more natural, I would probably say go with the dewy one compared to the matte one. All right, so my whole entire face is now covered. There's a bit of a closer look. I look crazy because of my hair. I just washed it last night, so it's all fuzzy. It's gonna be hard to tell what is the foundation and what is the primer because they're both new to me. I don't know how they work on their own. Very, very dewy. So we're definitely gonna need to set. Next step is concealer, and I did pick up a different concealer to the last video. This one is the SheGlam Versatile Flawless Concealer, and I picked up the shade Finland. So the thing that I loved about this concealer on their website was the fact that they had it in the green and the orange and the yellow shades, like the color correcting shades. This concealer is in a little squeezy bottle, which I think is less convenient compared to a doe foot applicator. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever used a concealer that has like a tip like this. I think maybe I'll just squeeze like a little bit. Do I just put it on like that? I don't know. I don't want to put on too much to begin with because I don't know how far the product will go. Oh, okay. A little bit definitely goes a long way. So I'm glad I didn't put more on than what I did. As for the color match, I'm pretty happy with it. As for coverage, I don't think this is as full coverage as it could be. I don't know if that's just because like I'm a bitch that likes full coverage. I mean, it's definitely covering, but probably not as much as my other Shein concealer that I tried last time. Alrighty, I don't think I picked up a new face powder, which I'm low-key kind of happy about because I've been using the last face powder that I picked up from Shein literally every single day since the last video. It's fucking amazing. So just to stick with the theme, and also just because I love this one, I'm gonna go in and quickly set my face with this. It comes with the loose translucent as well as a compact on top. Amazing. Brilliant, fantastic idea. And what I like to do is just go in with the powder on the back of my beauty blender and just go ahead and bake underneath my eyes. I'm definitely finding that because this foundation and concealer is more of a dewier, hydrating formula, my under eyes are creasing a lot more. So I feel like this step is super crucial. So something that I've just noticed in setting my base is that this foundation is extremely sticky. Normally I will just go in with my big fluffy brush with some powder on it and I'll just like swirl it around over my face. But because this base is so dewy, I just tried to like swipe and like blend around my temple here and my brush got stuck because I didn't have a fuck ton of powder on the brush. So it like swiped a bit of my foundation off. I guess if you were to use this foundation and concealer and you do want to set your face, which I do recommend, it was very, very shiny. Picking up your brush full of powder and then just stamping it on instead of swirling it. This is what we're looking like. I think I really like it. I think it's looking very smooth. Aside from my forehead where my brush got a little bit stuck on the foundation, I think it's looking really good. Next step is now contour. Bronzer and contour. So the product that I decided to pick up for that is the SheGlam Mystic Contouring Palette. So once you take it out of the box, this is what it looks like. It pretty much looks exactly the same on the inside. And when you open it up, this is what it looks like. Like, that is bouge. So this palette comes with 6 different shades. It comes with 3 contour shades and 3 highlighter shades. I think I might go in with the shade Chocolate Cake, just a bronze. So I'm gonna bronze with this one, and then I might go in and contour with this one, which is called Noble Taint. Surely not. I love how big these pans are. They fit like my brush size perfectly. Please don't be really big, but it's like that TikTok. Please don't be ugly. Please don't be ugly. I feel like that's kind of nice. I'm like kind of blind, so it's a bit hard for me to see. Wait, I think that's really nice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place this on the perimeter of my face. So my cheekbones, my hairline, down the sides of my nose, my jawline, and a little bit underneath my bottom lip as well. So I'm gonna move into the contouring now. I'm gonna use my Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm gonna pick up that Noble shade. This one feels like it's a bit more pigmented. I think I've made a mistake. I don't know if I like that one. I don't know if I like it. It's very, very muddy. Ugh, guys, I'm not loving the foundation on my nose. It's looking nice on camera, so I guess that's good, but maybe I'm just like being really picky and looking like way too close. All right, maybe that contour's okay. I just went like pretty ham, I guess. I'm used to my Hoola bronzer, which is like not very pigmented at all. So next step is blush. This blush here is the SheGlam Lightweight Matte Blush in the shade Good Vibes, which, yes please, I'd like some of them. Once again, come on, like literally the packaging, even down to like the way that they've put the name of the shade. Opening it up, look at how cute. I love it so much, literally. I don't know why this packaging reminds me of my very first phone. It was a pink Nokia flip phone and it was like exactly the same color, pink as this. And I don't know, like the way that it flips up. Hello. Opening it up, this is what it looks like. You've got the little protective plastic. You've got a massive mirror. I'm gonna go in. I'm not a huge blush gal, as I've spoken about a lot in my makeup videos on my channel. So I do normally try and go with the most natural type of shade. Watch it be like so intense on my face now too. Honestly, that is such a natural color. Like that is genuinely the color that I would blush. Is that the right word? That sounds so weird. It's like my natural blushing color. I have just been like so obsessed with the blushed nose type of look lately with freckles. Oh my God. Do we do freckles today? I think so. I've been doing freckles like every day. Pigmentation, perfect. It's buildable and you can go in and get a decent amount of product if you try, but also if you want to go light-handed, it's perfect for that as well. Oh my God, cute. I'm literally gonna make my whole makeup collection SheGlam and just have it be like the most aesthetic thing ever. Next step is highlight. I didn't specifically get a particular highlight because I figured I could just use the highlight that's in here. I'm gonna go in with my Sigma tapered highlighter brush and I'm just gonna pick up, oh wow, very pigmented. The shimmery highlight in this palette is called Queen of Ice. Hopefully like the sheen is there. Right. Oh my God. Fuck, that is so shiny. Maybe it's a little bit too light for me. We'll blend around. Every highlighter that I've tried from Shein has been pigmented and none of them have been disappointing. This highlighter is great. Pigmented, shiny, amazing. It's very like glow from within, I feel as well. Like satiny, not so much chunky glitter, which is always really good for a highlight. So moving on, next is eyebrows. Last time I told you guys I couldn't find an eyebrow product, but this time I could. So I'm very excited about it. So pulling it out of the box, it comes in this little velvet container, I guess. And it comes with a little spoolie and brush. Like what the heck? The actual product itself does look extremely similar to the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, which is what I use every single day on a day-to-day basis. I love the black and gold. The shade that I picked up is dark brown. Oh my God. It's got like a little seal. That's more than what Anastasia does, just saying. The ASMR of that was everything. Okay, I'm gonna go in and brush my eyebrows with the little spoolie, just because I want to try it. I mean, a spoolie's a spoolie, but I am gonna use the little brush that it comes with, which I'm a little bit scared about. Wow, it's very creamy. All right, let's see. I think this is gonna be a good match. Whoa, pigmented. A lot of people will probably think that it's too dark, but this is the type of shade that I use normally every day. Wow, that was so fast. Okay, definitely the type of product that is like easy to mess up because it's so creamy and smooth, but I think that that's nice. I don't know, let me know what you think. If you haven't seen my previous Shein makeup video, please go and watch it because I am referencing a lot of things from that first video and I love the way that that video turned out. So please go watch it if you haven't already. But if you did watch that last video, you would have seen that I fell in love with the eyeshadow palette that I used in that video. I am so obsessed with it to the point that, once again, every single time I'm doing an eye makeup look, that palette has to be involved. So I went ahead and I picked up the exact same palette, but in the shade Obsessed. Are you looking at these shades? Like, this palette it's just a bit of me. I'm like, I will use every single one of these shades all the freaking time. So the first shade that I'm gonna go in with, I think is gonna be How Bizarre, which is this shade right here. It's more of a lighter brownie red shade compared to the other ones. I'm gonna go in. Oh, yes. If these eyeshadows perform the same as the last palette, we're gonna be having a great time. So far so good. The formula is exactly the same as the last palette. Literally a little bit goes a long way, so you really don't have to go in with too much, especially with the matte shades. I'm winging it out just a little bit. I'm gonna go in with a smaller blender brush. This is the Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Ginger Spice, which is a little bit deeper and a little bit more red, and just start to deepen up that crease a little bit. I'm not being too concerned as to like how much product I'm putting on the lid, because I normally do cut creases. I think I'm gonna do a cut crease again. I'm gonna go in with the shade Midnight Caravan, which is the deepest shade in the palette, and I'm really just gonna try and stick to focusing this shade super deep in the crease and just on the outer corner. So now that that's all blended, I'm gonna go in and cut the crease. I'm gonna use the same concealer that we used on our face, just because that's what I would normally do. So I'm gonna see how it works. Place some concealer on the lid, look up, and then you have your line there, your little cut crease. So just use my finger to blend out the outer edge. So now that the concealer is on, I'm gonna go in with that Common Kind, just that really pretty coppery pinky shade. And if it's anything like the other palette, which I'm fairly certain it is, what you have to do with the shimmer shades is really just go in with your brush and swirl it around and kind of dig up the pigment, and then just go in and pack it on top. This shade is actually a little bit more pigmented than what the green one was in the other palette. These shades take so much work to build up, but once you've got it fully built up and it's on your eye, it looks phenomenal. I'm gonna do the same thing as what I always do when I do cut creases. I'm gonna go in with the darkest shade that I've used on the eye, which is the Midnight Caravan shade, and I'm just going to run that shade along the edge of that cut crease, and then I'm gonna go in with the same dark shade, and I'm just gonna start to blend that outer edge. One thing that I will say is that I am kind of upset there's no orangey shades in this palette. I love the way that the eye's turning out, but I think the color that I used on the lid is just a little bit too orangey compared to the matte red shades that I used. I just feel like if anything, this palette needs one orangey shade. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go in with the black eyeliner. I mainly picked this up because I have not had a black eyeliner in my collection for years, and I used to use them all the time, but I find that they just dry out so incredibly quickly, and because liquid eyeliners aren't something that I use on a day-to-day basis, it's just never been worth it to me. The packaging, again, like I'm not gonna go on I'm not gonna go on about it. I haven't done a wing in years. Don't judge me if it gets a bit how you going. Oh, the pigmentation, wow. Wow, the quality of this eyeliner is everything, especially because a lot of eyeliners don't really tend to work that well over concealer and eyeshadow and product. Like sometimes it's hard for it to actually draw on when you've got a lot of product on your eyes. I think that if you're someone that loves doing graphic eyeliner and doing like really cool fun designs with liquid liner, I think that you will honestly love this. The tip of it is so fine, and it's so easy to just stamp it down and drag it and create that really nice point. I'm loving it. I'm gonna feel like a bad bitch today with this eyeliner on. I'm gonna jump off camera. I'm going to do this other eye, and then I will be back for lashes. I love lashes from Shein. Like the cheapest thing, the best quality, the most variety of styles. So I did decide to pick up 3 different styles. It's out of these two, which I think they're very, very similar. Like I think maybe this one's just a little bit fuller, and then these ones are just a little bit shorter. So I think I'm leaning towards these ones. These do not have a style name, so I have no idea what they're called. I think I'm gonna love these. They're nice and short and very fluffy. Lashes are now on, and that took me so much longer than it needed to. I like the lashes. I think they're very glam, very full, but they were a fucking bitch to put on. The lash band is so incredibly thick to the point where you can't get it to sit upright properly. I don't know. I think they're definitely lashes for someone who is like experienced in putting on lashes. But we are finally onto the very last step, which is lips. I love the last lip product that we tried from Shein so much that I went ahead and purchased the exact same product but in a different shade. This is the SheGlam matte liquid lipstick in the shade Sugar. So this liquid lipstick is a little bit more on the warmer side compared to the last one that I picked up. This is what it looks like in the bottle. Oh my gosh, how pretty! These applicators as well make it so easy to overline your lips. This lip color goes with the eyeshadow so well. One of my favorite lip shades that I own, and I think it's gonna be my new go-to. Hair is done. Shirt is changed. So in terms of all of the makeup products, I'd say that I loved like 90% of them. I don't know how I feel about my base, like the primer and the foundation. It's either one of them. I'm gonna have to try them both separately and see which one it is that I hate. I really hope it's not the primer because it felt really, really nice on my skin. Make sure to follow me on Instagram if you're not already, because I will try these out over the next couple of days and see which one it is and let you guys know on there. And other than that, I literally loved everything. Oh, and the concealer, probably not as full coverage as I normally would like, but other than that, everything else was perfect. And these are only like tiny flaws that I'm finding in these products. So with all that being said, I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel right down below if you haven't already. I love you all so much, and I will see you all very, very soon.